Hello and welcome to The View from the ADB. I'm Kimberley Long, Asia Editor of The Banker, and I'm here with Jain-rong, who is Finance Minister of Taiwan. Thank you so much for being with us today. So to begin with, I wanted to talk about how Taiwan has been seeing a lot of changes, and the fiscal reform policy has changed quite a lot. I wanted to ask about what the impact of that will be for the country.
Yeah, I think Taiwan, the fiscal situation in Taiwan in recent years has been improved a lot, especially for the deficit. The deficit to GDP ratio was about 3.4%. Now it will be in 2018 we have 3.5 billion of surplus for the central government, which means during these few years we have did a lot of effort to improve our fiscal situation. So it's good for Taiwan now, and especially we also because of the global economic situation, so we promote a lot of fiscal expansion program. For example, we have initiated 2 years ago, we have initiated forward-looking infrastructure program, which spent a lot money, which about 304 billion US dollars to invest in infrastructure. So it's a kind of expansionary fiscal policy. This is the one. The second one is that in 2017, this year, actually last year, 2018, we have a significant reform in income tax and reduce the income tax rate from 45 income tax rate from 45 to 40s, and also we raised the business income tax from 17 to 20s. But we also have some supplement. For example, we reduced the return earning surplus tax on return earning from 10% to 5%, and also increase a lot of personal income tax deduction, so that totally we totally we have a kind of tax cut, and it will have a significant. We expect that it will have a significant effect on the economy, and so this is the second one we are now doing. And the third one that our government now, in last year, we have public pension reform for the public servant. And by doing that, we can save money, and so that the public pension program can extend for 30 years, so that cannot be so to prevent it bankruptcy. So these three measures, I think, is very important change in recent years Taiwan's fiscal situation. Yeah.
Okay, so also what's been really top of mind recently for a lot of people has been the trade conflict between the US and China. How has this been impacting Taiwan?
Yeah, I think it depends because as you may know that Taiwan has a lot of enterprise go to invest in China, and they buy a lot of intermediate goods from Taiwan and then reproduce and export to United States. In this part, this may hurt Taiwan, the trade of Taiwan export to China. But on the other side, that because of the trade tension between China and United States, so that a lot of enterprise try to reallocate their investment from, for example, to Southeast Asia or come back to Taiwan. So this is good for Taiwan. So, and I should say that because Taiwan has very significant in the global supply chain, Taiwan is for some of industry is very important, so that by remove their investment from China back to Taiwan or Southeast Asia, it's good for Taiwan to have such kind of arrangement. So because of that, so Taiwan, the government now is have a program so-called that promoting investment back in Taiwan, and we also have we have a law that to promote flow back to Taiwan, fund flow back to Taiwan to invest in Taiwan, and some tax deduction on that. So we were faced the challenge, but we also already prepare for the change. Okay.
Okay, and finally, recently the EU has removed Taiwan from the uncooperative tax jurisdictions list.
Yeah.
What will this mean for Taiwan?
Yeah, I think it's very meaningful for Taiwan, because Taiwan is very in our GDP, export and import is more than 100% of GDP, and so international trade is very important for us. If we were in the list of blacklist of EU tax non-cooperative list, then it may hurt our international trade. So, I think before the end of 2017, we were listed in the gray list of non-cooperative non-tax cooperative country. But during the last year, we did a lot of effort to do some change, especially in the free trade on tax preference, and we also commit to follow the OECD anti-BEPS rule, so that we have a lot of commitment and we fulfill it. So this March, the EU announced that we will remove from the gray list. But although this is good news for us, but we are continue to keep the commitment and to make our tax system more transparency and much more fulfill the international law. Yeah, especially for the OECD anti-BEPS regulation. Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you very much for speaking with me today, and I hope you have a very enjoyable and successful meeting.
Yes, thank you very much.